What is up, world? I am Jacoby,
I'm Zach.
and this is Jay-Z Anime. Now, episode, what is this, 18 of Black Clover?
No.
Episode 19, sorry.
Yeah, I think 19.
Episode 19 of Black Clover. We were spot on with our predictions. If you haven't seen our last episode, go check that out. But episode 19 was everything I expected it to be. Right off the back, point one, came out with this. I knew if Asta got some power, had to get some power.
Yeah.
And you take it. I'm sorry. I'm too excited.
You okay?
I'm too excited.
Okay.
Man.
All right.
I'm too excited.
Okay, so definitely right off the bat, I think in this week, for us, I guess the most part anime I watched this week, it's been a dark week for anime.
Yeah, for all
Baruto had a little dark little episode this week, our origin story that was a little dark. And today we got an origin story on Mars. Well, I think they kind of hinted at it last episode.
Yeah, they kept doing it when they talked about the experience. Yeah. Even Jiren backstory. Kind of, if for those Dragon Ball Super
fans. Yeah, that's true. Dragon Ball Z.
Couple of
it's been a little like origin kind of themed month, I guess. And this episode was definitely dark. I mean, so right off the bat, I mean, he had to kill the only person as far as we know, I guess, cared about, which was Fauna.
Yeah. That was her name.
And she kind of just sacrificed herself, pretty much.
She knew that he wouldn't kill her unless she attacked.
Yeah.
She knew that.
So she pretty much just ran straight into we've been kind of discussing
I call it diamond,
because
it's like earth
magic. I mean, diamond is in there, so
mineral
earth,
metal.
Yeah.
Well, so I think that the story itself, his backstory, kind of gives us a nice insight on his psyche, I guess.
Yeah.
Of why he feels the way he feels and talks the way he talks. So it's I get why he's that way.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like moving on to the next point of seeing, I guess, the developmental stages of him, the relationships going on. So it's more so you saw the effect that
it's very known.
Yeah, the effect of Asta talking to him, and they're talking about friends and all that. It's kind of like gunshots to him.
Yeah.
That is my friend, this, that, and the third, or seeing how people care and all that. It's kind of can't really figure out who to compare it to. There's so many different people in my head that goes nuts from it, seeing good things. But it's I feel like that seeing him kind of, I guess, shift later on in the episode. He when he was talking to Smoky Cloud guy. Talking to, he was like, you can say things like that, he was saying thank you. Because, he started to see the warm parts of Fauna in his mind later on, about seeing
he said something interesting that, I'm kind of forming a theory about,
what?
When he woke up after, had, flat out defeated him. Because he did recap, we missed that point. Obviously broke out because Asta went down.
Ah, yeah.
And then he got
the wind sprite.
Right.
There now, as far as now,
I haven't read the manga you have, so you may know more about it than me.
Well, it's more.
I was totally I didn't really care for a fairy spirit. I'm just saying that.
You don't know.
I don't.
Well, okay, he doesn't know yet, world. Let me tell you this. As far as we know, there are one for each element, but it's not a sprite for each element. It's just a different spirit. So
okay, but anyway, what I'm saying is
you gotta understand.
I didn't dig the Peter Pan thing.
Get out of here!
Look,
Zach.
the only one thing in the world, I guess, genre or show or game that has done a decent justice with fairies, in my opinion, is Zelda. Anyway.
Moving on, bro.
Anyway, so that gets revealed, and you're kind of left she just fixed that. She was who are you? Blew off the situation and fixed the fight in a snippy snap. It was just
it was in slow motion though. That's how you got to think about how quickly the situation was dealt with. It was do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's off the it's like you when you get hit with a grenade or something in a movie and you hit that ring and everything is.
Yeah.
I was just man, you got to think that person got to be crazy powerful.
Yeah, so definitely kind of had obviously, they didn't even know what went down. And
you know, I was confused as heck, bro.
And so you had Klaus that was like, I think he's kind of knows what's going on.
Klaus knew later.
But he was so shocked that he was like pretty much like, let's just keep it moving. Let's get out of here. Plus the whole dungeon falling apart. So it's like, we'll discuss this later back,
Yeah.
like in the Dawn Fortress or
I
Palace
think it's
or
funny,
whatever.
though,
Golden
that-
Dawn. Is it Golden Dawn?
Yeah, they're the Golden Dawn,
Yeah.
and then we have the Black Bulls.
Yeah.
But my thing that I liked about the episode was more so like how they sent Asta in there, because since he has no magic, he won't find any great power. Asta comes out there with a mana stealing sword.
Yeah, that's pretty. Well, I mean, not only is it that. Well, okay, the one sword, his Buster sword, pretty much repels magic and cuts it down.
Negates it.
But the other one is like his, like, I guess you would call it maybe like a long sword, short sword, faster, more kind of like.
It's not a katana.
Yeah, it's not, but more fast moving blade. That one, that puppy right there, absorbs it and uses it because it absorbed Noel's.
But how did it absorb it? Did she just give it to him? Kind of like a give me your energy.
It was almost
type
like
of-
kind of like a Dragon Ball Z, like take my energy power.
Okay.
Kind of like Vegeta did when he was going out this week. He kind of like take the rest of my energy, Goku, and hopefully you'll turn Ultra Instinct and
get silver hair and all that. You know how we do it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what I liked about the episode, third point, would be more so of like the ending. So it was more like, hey, we've completely did a 360. Like Klaus hit you really like that part when Klaus instantly came and told them like, hey, I'm sorry about what I said.
Yeah, he kind of like approved them or whatever.
Gave them a more so of like a, I feel stupid for doubting you and all this. Whole time Austin's dying for the third time this episode. And it's just more like, hey,
whip the crap out of him, man.
What the crap out of him. Then Noelle tries to kill him again.
Yeah.
What is the problem with strong female anime roles that are just overly aggressive? Like, why? What did they do?
They're definitely like making Noelle like a what do you call it? A Sakura.
Sakura who
shut
can't
up,
control her
dweeb.
power, just punches you into a wall.
But I don't know. I mean, you read the manga, so I guess you'll know. In the future, I don't know if they're gonna develop that relationship, and she actually really has a crush on him. It's gonna give him a chance.
Don't even know.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean.
But speaking of relationships, Mimosa. Anybody else notice the Hinata-esque look that Mimosa did after Asta sat up for the first time? Like after being healed, she looking like, she gets all flustered.
Well, yeah.
I'm telling, I don't look. And this is a guy who's read the manga. Don't really know. Is there gonna be something with him? Is he pulling? We got Noelle here, but we also have Mimosa here. Now, then again, I could be lying, but I really want to know.
Yeah.
Like, I could be just...
I think what makes this different than Naruto is, like, okay, so you have Yuno on a separate team, and Asta, you have him on one team, and Asta on another team. It's not like a Naruto and Sasuke relationship where they start off on the same team and one doesn't.
One goes here.
Okay, so
goes
there's
there.
two chicks, instead of one.
There's two chicks to begin with. Just Hinata was
Yeah,
slept on.
yeah. I mean, she was introduced eventually, but like at the start, well, it's not a one team like this trio. Like, is Sakura gonna pick Naruto or Sasuke? Well, yeah. So there's two women here, so pretty much at the start, one for each team, and it's like, will these girls end up picking the fellas on the opposite team, or not like them at all, or what are we looking? I don't really know, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of just liking the action, the story.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I'm not
pairings ruin.
Yeah, I'm not at that place.
Sometimes
yet.
pairings ruin anime. Like they were talking about, it was a discussion going on about My Hero Academia. Say nothing. That pairings might destroy the anime itself. With Uraraka being with either Bakugo or Midoriya. He knows. Stop
destroyed.
it. Stop it. He's a hater and knows nothing. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Hater. Anyways, like I said, I've read the manga, so I know what's to be expected. So from not knowing what to expect because of the anime does stuff a little different,
Okay, so, and I never got back to my point originally in the video with the backstory. So with Mars, and I think the smoke guy's name's like Lotus or something.
It's Lotus.
Yeah.
I just like calling him Smokey Smoke Man.
Oh, okay.
Cloud Man or something like that.
Hey, whatever. Yeah. So with him, like, like at the end, I think there was a Naruto moment at the end. Like with him, like I said, it almost has seemed like he had been so troubled and had such a traumatizing experience that he was able to black it out and forget it.
Yeah.
And I can actually 100% understand and think that is possible because with my mom's suicide, I can hardly remember it because it was such a traumatizing experience years later. Yeah. Like, it's almost like a black hole. Like, when I think back, I'm like, I try to remember details, but I can't put them all together. And it's like him getting knocked out and kind of exposed to that different, I guess, relationship. Like, fighting someone that, like, he's all about his friends. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like that Naruto, I'm all about...
I'm about my friends and I'm about me.
Yeah.
Type thing.
So I think he's gonna leave like change. He's almost gonna be like a Gara maybe. He'll leave changed. You know? Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what
I could definitely see that though.
You know, and so yeah, I mean, and it kind of like I really believe because he's even from another kingdom, just like
different kingdom.
Yeah. So he might become
power.
Yeah, and so I think that's kind of cool. That
does he have the mascara?
I mean, he's got jewels on his head. I guess that's close enough. Yeah, I mean.
But so overall, what did you feel about the episode?
Okay, so honestly, you know, I don't read the manga, and in the last video I explained why. I'm really on board with Black Clover. You know, like I said previously, I was kind of in the other crowd, like, I don't dig mages in general. You know, like. Video games, whatever, I'm gonna pick a knight or assassin, whatever, you know. Yeah. So, like I said previously, I enjoyed Asta having a sword and having no magic. Like that kind of caught me on guard. And with all these episodes up until this point, him getting a new sword, the relationship of Yuno and Asta, like, have all been great. Loving it. I think a very good, like, strong introduction, kind of main arc, I guess. I mean, because you kind of had like. A tuning exams kind of deal, or like a entry deal to
see you know what to be expected of power. Yeah, I get it.
I mean, to me, this is following more of the formula of like Naruto than Boruto. Obviously, Boruto, they're pushing that series in a different light. You know, taking their time, doing stuff a little different than Naruto. But I feel like Black Clover is kind of
all their time. Like,
well, I feel like they are, but kind of at the same time. I mean, like what was it, episode 5 or 6? They had the exams. Well, in Naruto, episode 3 or 4 or something like that, they had the Genin exams
graduation.
So I mean, I feel like they're kind of going the same kind of flow and pace. And then by episode 20, I think the Hidden Mist arc was over. This is going to be episode 20. This major dungeon arc is kind of over. So you see what I'm saying? Like they're kind of following a pretty good pattern and speed. Nothing that I guess the other side of the community who reads the manga are really upset with the pace. I have no problem with the pace. So I enjoyed it.
Okay. And for me, I really liked that episode altogether. Again, I am a manga reader, so seeing it animated is more satisfying, I guess, to see how it looks and whatnot. I'm really excited for the next couple episodes just to see, you know, how they, I guess, roll into the next arc, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah.
I don't really know what we would call the next arc, but because I mean, to be honest, I read the manga, but I forgot because we're so far ahead. I'm like, what's next? You know.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see that, but I think that's it. I'm just excited for the next episode.
Right on, man.
In closing, I am Jacoby.
I'm Zach.
And this is Jay-Z Anime. Take care and peace.